the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks a lot for being with us. Alongside Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the New Orleans Pelicans at Smoothie King Center. Taking a look at the Pelicans. After splitting their first two games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. Drew Holiday, still a young guy, just 24 years old, was an all-star in Philadelphia earlier in his career.
Yes, very young. He has a strong defensive foundation. He really competes. He has the size.
We've got basketball action from New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Pelicans, here on 2K Sports. Last game for the Pelicans, they picked up a W again. And guys, it could have gone either way. Nearly won that one by 2.
And I thought lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Davis is out there with Smooth. Then there's Davis. Then there's Kenneth Fareed. And it's ABC in at the 3. Now here is Holiday. It's stolen by Davis. Pull-up jumper. Jump shot is good.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Here's New Orleans. 4-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
Well, some called their series last year kind of a measuring stick for which conference was the better one, and they represented their conference pretty well.
Fareed against Bogut, and the first shot of the night for him missing. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Monty Williams.
Kevin, he said they simply cannot afford to be loose with the basketball today because the steals will pile up if you don't play heads up at all times against a team that has such great hands and terrific defensive awareness. You guys know they'll turn that the other direction awfully quickly. Kevin?
Okay, Doris, thanks. It's almost like a crucial aspect to enabling your offense. You first have to get around the stifling defense, don't you?
Yeah, and I think the key, Kevin, is being the aggressor right from the outset of this game.
That means being in attack mode and not passing up any good shots that you get early.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Gordon. And the shot falls short this time. Steve just talked about it. These teams were in very similar positions in the respective conference standings last season.
And, Kevin, they made their conference look pretty good by taking both of those games.
Here's ABC. A 14-point game for him in the win again, and he gets the bucket.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today. Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Well, Steve, Kenneth Fareed really raised in the game. There's so many great stories when he was young. He was challenged by his family in so many ways on the basketball court.
Yeah, the story goes that his father once dunked on him and said, never let anybody do that on you again. And apparently his mother told him they'd never pass him the ball unless he was tough enough to go get the rebound. So, tough love, but apparently it worked.
Pelicans still look like they're getting going. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Fredette dishes to Rivers. Banked in off the glass.
That's a big basket. You don't want to let the game get away from you right off the bat.
That has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
And you talk about Fareed's upbringing. His mother, a high school basketball star in her own right, was fighting for her life against the autoimmune disease of lupus. She demanded that he battle just as hard on the court. And you can't discount that in driving Fareed to his greatness.
Here's Salmons. After the basket by Atlanta. Feeds the Fredette. That's tipped. Unhindered, going all the way.
Wow, what a throwdown. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Pelicans trail by 14.
And Kenneth Fareed ending up setting an NCAA record for career rebounds. He said he felt like every rebound was another day for his mother. And now, happily, she's doing better, and he's playing the game he was born to play.
Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Davis against Rivers from 13. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And that's now 6 points for Davis.
play.
This is outrageous. Every shot they're taking right now seems to be finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They are absolutely rolling.
Rivers kicks to Selmans. The feet to Fredette. Pass to Rivers. And he gets it to go. Rivers has got his second basket. The Hawks leading by 14. Now here is Davis. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
First personal foul.
So for the Pelicans, first trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, Davis. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
9 seconds left here in the first quarter. From outside the arc, and it is good at the buzzer.
Boy, ends the quarter with a dead-eye three as the buzzer sounds.
They had that set up, I think, Steve, and he timed it perfectly.
The NBA season blasts off. John Wall and the Washington Wizards hit the road for a duel with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's the NBA Thursday.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Atlanta.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And we're also seeing a lot of fast break hoops, so this team doing a nice job getting easy points.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for New Orleans right now, backcourt, Holiday and Gordon, Evans and Anderson, the forwards, and it's Bogut in at the 5 spot.
You know, looking around, he knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with that double team, and he took advantage.
Eric Gordon, a gifted scoring guard who's, Steve, been hampered with injuries throughout his young career.
Well, you think about his first 4 seasons, he's missed almost half of his games, and we saw some of that in Indiana as well when he was in college. But hopefully he can find his health and be consistent in terms of his durability, because he is a terrific offensive weapon.
Davis with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. He's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And for Gordon, you know, I think the injuries have also held him back on the court. A steady decline in his scoring efficiency year after year since he came into the league. And this was a guy that had tremendous potential until the wheels started to go south. Strong, explosive, aggressive. And it's a shame that he's been hurt as much as he has the last few years.
Here's ABC, and that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Now here is Miller. Here's Hasek, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hasek's got his first bucket of the night.
And for Gordon last season, his three-point shooting bounced back, but his field goal percentage still in the low 40s. Injuries perhaps hampering the explosiveness that he showed in years past in terms of getting to the rim.
Rivers, he's checked in for Darius Miller. Here's Davis. He's got 15. Kicks to Davis. They set the pick. This one for 3, and the shot is good. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Here comes Rivers. Passes it to Fredette. There's 1:47 left here in the second. Anderson a screen on Davis. Out to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Rivers can't get it to go. And here's Atlanta. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. It's Davis with the drive. Pass to Smooth. Fredette comes with the double team. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Davis puts it in.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage. Down here in the Bayou, the Pelicans were a much deadlier team shooting the ball. They really shot well from outside when they played in this building.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. As you guys said, the Pelicans were sharpshooters here at home. Top 5 in the league, Steve, for 3-point percentage in this building.
And that helped them finish the season over 500 here in New Orleans, which is a step in the right direction for a team that is on the rise.
You know, Ryan Anderson really was set up to have a big year last year. When he was on the floor, he was a laser, an absolute dead-eye shooter. But when you look at last season, all you can really take away is that he struggled to stay healthy.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Jintz is checked in. Withy comes in for John Salmons. Smith checked in for Jimmer Fredette. And it's Holiday in for Austin Rivers. And the Pelicans with possession here. Following the bucket by the Hawks. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. Hit from behind by Gerald Wallace. I can picture it in my mind right now on that rebound play. And Steve suffered a herniated disc in his neck.
That never saw it coming. It was really a scary injury, and obviously we hope that Ryan is back and healthy because he's a great player and still so young. I mean, he's got a ton of great basketball left in him and one of the best floor spacing 4-men in the NBA.
Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 15-3 run. It's Davis with the drive. There's the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
They are trying to pull away here, continuing to add to this lead.
Well, Steve, no time is a good time to let up in my mind. I mean, you got to continue to just play the game no matter what the score is. No mercy being shown out there, and they're looking. To pull away.
So as we conclude the first half, so far. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out, and so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here.
On the court for Atlanta, ABC is out there with Davis. Then there's Smooth. Then there's Davis, and it's Fareed in at the 5, down low. Gordon, the pass to Holiday. And here's Gordon. Shot clock at 6. There's the pick. And they double up Gordon. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
You know, the issue really with Atlanta this year and moving forward isn't that they're a bad team. They've just been kind of stuck in that middle road of mediocrity. They're competitive, play hard. They're hoping to find a way to get to the next level now.
Fredette, he's checked in for New Orleans. Outside Gordon to the left side wing. That one wide left.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make. And with Atlanta, as you said, for a while now they've been a playoff caliber team, but making that next step into the elite class of the East has been hard.
That's good.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
And they double up Gordon. Dishes it to Evans. Back to Gordon. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Gordon's got his second bucket. And some of it, Clark, for Atlanta making the jump is personnel. It's never easy to get a franchise player without a high draft pick.
And in that sense, Kevin, they are a bit in danger of becoming a treadmill team, but they have a good base right now, and I think they just need to continue to keep adding talent and have the talent they have continue to develop.
Now, here is Fredette. Corner, it's Gordon. Evans, right side. And the shot is good. Evans has got his first 2 points of the night.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
And the pass to ABC. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. On the wing, Davis. A baseline J in Atlanta again. And with the bucket.
I'll tell you,